All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Sound check 1 2 3. Can you guys hear me clearly? Sound test 1 2 3 1 2 3. Good morning, good morning. All right, so let's just get started. We're just going on the gold just continuously pushing to the upside and in a very strong bullish momentum right now going on. Let me just remove these things first so I can start with a fresh analysis. So I can see that it's just daily candle just continuously pushing upside. We're having this high and this is the low of the daily. Need to flip from, look at this H4 just continuously pushing upside, just having a very strong bullish momentum in it. Jumping on H1 just created an impulse anti structure here. Just need to look at what just going on a low time frame, because there's a huge volume in the market in the current situation. So jumping from H1 to M30, M30 is actually just created a very beautiful structure here, just close above the resistance. If it's going to break above this high, what could be the next target? Could be the next target 25, 47.25, or it will be go towards 47.30. That makes sense. Need to flip on 50-minute time frame as well. So if I'm just looking at 50-minute time frame, this is the support I'm having, and I think so there's just current, there's just no resistance till right now formed. So let's see. Right now I'm just having a support area, this one, and break below this low. We are having this a 100 pip range to the downside. That also makes sense. And to be honest, I'm just going to be wait for this candle to be closed, or M30 should have to be break above this area. If the 50-minute candle just going to be create some kind of a resistance here, and then the next candle creator we can break above this high, then there is a probability we're gonna push towards 47.25 with a $5 increment. And within the $5 increment, there's a probability I can grab 25-30 pips out of it. That makes sense actually. $5 increment doesn't mean that you just going to be get the complete $5. So it's mean that you can grab 20, 30, 25 pips something out of it. But if there's a lot of volume, then there's a probability it will continuously pushing to the upside. Okay, so yes, the plan is just ready right now. Just need to wait for some structure to be formed. You know what? Someone just asked me to execute somewhere here. I was just not comfortable with this execution. This buy I was just not execution, not was comfortable. But once this M15 just close above this resistance area, this makes sense. I think so. It's just move. It's just move 36, 40 pips somehow like this. Look at this one. This was makes sense. But execution on H1, the previous H1 just having upper a bigger body than the previous candle. The rejection above from this area. So in this situation, I would like to wait for the candle to be closed, and then could give my trade a chance. So let's see if this candle just going to be closed with small body as well, and next candle create a week and break above this small body high. That also makes sense, but let's see. Just need to wait here. Okay, so YouTube, Assalamu alaikum, walaikum salam. I wondered that was going on in the last 50 minutes, as it was crazy volatile with spreads all over the place. There's a lot of volume in the industry right now, so that's why spread just getting expand quickly and just coming back into normal positions. So yeah, it's just happening due to that. Why you stop got hit? It was a plus entry. Yeah, you know what, I executed here. Look at this 50-minute candle. Once I just executed, let me just break it down. Once I executed here, did not execute it in the first 1 minute, as it just create a wicked break above its own high, then I just executed. That time my stop loss was below the previous candle, 45 50 pips. Then I saw that this candle just close with a small bullish candle, just drop the volume there. So I just sorry, it was not there. My stop loss was not there. My stop loss was actually was here, somewhere here, more than 50%, because this candle just don't have a bottom wick. This candle created a wick break above this size, and this candle have no business to come back into the range and retrace more than 50% of the previous candle. So stop loss was somewhere here. But as this candle just like closed with a small bullish candle with a long rejection from the upside, this is the first 15 minute of the 30-minute time frame. Then I just like bring my stop loss below this current candle low somewhere here. And then this candle just like without creating a bottom wick, start pushing upside, break above this high, and went like 15 pips at least like into my favor. Something like so. Why I just like bring my stop loss at break even? It was the reason actually because there was just like 5 minutes left for this candle to be closed. For the whole 30 minutes, like for 25 minutes, it was just like doing consolidation somewhere here on a 5 minute or on a lower time frame for for the complete 25 minutes, and the last 5 minutes it just like started pushing upside. And as it just like went up 15 pips in my favor, and there was just like last 5 minutes left for the candle to be closed, I bring my stop loss at break even. It just like come down, hit the break even, and then it started pushing to the upside. Let me show you in a lower time frame and you will understand what just like happened there. What where it's just like going. Look at this. It was a painful thing. Look at this one. It's just like due to a little higher spread, it just like tap to my break even and then start pushing upside and move like how much more than 300 or 400 pips. Just just touch my break even. See, it's really really painful. Market just like come down and just like give a kiss to your break even and then start pushing upside. This is what happened with me, but I just like need to accept it. What I could do, if I just like bring my stop loss at break even, that's mean I just like make a mind that to have it to keep it at a break even. And the reason was actually there was just like 5 minutes left for the candle to be closed, so that's why. If there was just like few minutes left, then definitely I will keep my stop loss below the current candle low. Then I will just like never change it. So yeah, man, it is whatever it is. Can't do anything about it. Let's forget about the past because I can't do anything about the past. Let's work on the future now. Yeah, I think that guy was asking after 50-minute close, could he take a buy, not or impulse entry? I think so. Not. It was just like asking for the impulse entry. The chart he sent me in Market Fluidity University. Let me see. Yeah, look at this one. Wajahat just like sent me the chart, and this candle was just like still open. It did not close yet. Look at how many times I just like rejected from this area. That's why I just like said that I was not going to take this one. See this one? This is a chart he just like sent me. And he also sent me another chart as well. Yeah, still open. Just like send me about the impulse entries. I missed the chance to get the buy above 46.81. 46.81. Where is? Acha, oh, you're talking about that area. Yeah, that makes sense actually. So deep go just like send me the chart. Yeah, they've just like executed here. See how just like rejected. Was not comfortable with this one to be honest. Deep, I was just like not comfortable. Yes sir, and for that I only appreciated the setup. Yeah, you know what? Look at this 30-minute time frame, just like breaking above all-time high again. But it is like already move 100 pips. One, two, three, four. Fifth is a fifth candle of a 50-minute time frame. You know what? What I am just like looking for now. I actually do not want it to execute somewhere here on the fifth candle. I would like to see it to come down, create some support, give me some confirmation candle, so there's a probability I can give my trade a chance to retest the high. I think so that will be more comfortable for me. Now just like already moved a lot, and I think so we just like don't have any kind of like data on the left hand side, and it's just like continuously pushing upside. If I just like miss the perfect execution, and if I'm just like not feeling comfortable, if I'm just like don't have a data on the left hand side, so I would wait for the proper structure to be formed. The proper structure should be that it just like should have to be create some resistance, break above the resistance. That makes sense. Then I will give my trade a chance with a $5 increment, or if it just like come down, create some support, give me some confirmation candle, so there's a probability I can give my trade a chance for the buy again. I think so. This makes sense to me, and as well for you guys. Is it? Okay, so you took any trade today? Yeah, just like already took that, but hit with the break even. Buy 47.16 and place 47.20 on the 15-minute gold for very nice. कैश भाई क्या आपने मूव पकड़ी या मिस हो गई यार. Gold is already moved up. The higher chances is to retrace the clean move. Why? You just like need a proper counter trade setup there. You know what? Don't try to chase the market. If market just like already moved a lot and you just like thinking about to take a sell, because it just like already moved a lot, by this kind of thinking there's a higher probability you're just like going to lose the money there. If you just like wanted to go against the trend, wait for the proper counter trade setup to be created there, so there's a probability you can grab some chunks there. Okay, totally makes sense. I get it now. Okay, candle close. Okay, Raja going crazy in PNL, very nice. What it going to fill the gap? What gap? Why just like need to fill the gap? Why you just like thinking about to fill the gap? It's just like far away from this area. Why I should have to go to fill the gap? Gap is just like nothing to do with the market, and it just did not created on the chart to be filled later. Actually, it just like not working like that. Just a gap, just open due to like a trade war, and then it's like continuously pushing upside. Okay, so what do you think about 30-minute buys? What you thinking that think that I take late entry or good? Let me see this one. uh, you know what, bro, it's a quite late entry. You could execute here. Why not to execute here on an impulse entry actually? As an impulse entry, it was just like breaking above the psychological number as well. Look at the beautiful structure here, man. On a psychological number of 47 round figure, it just like created a resistance, and then next kind of created a wick and break above this psychology number as well, and breaking above the proper structure here. This was a beautiful entry, I would say. So yeah, you just like executed with the buy after the confirmation, but it will be a late entry and could be risky one. It could be come down and retest the low and then pushing to the upside. So this will make more sense. You just like need to understand the combinations between the structures and the timing. I executed because there's a volume in market, because I got late. That's why. You just like get into FOMO, bro. You just like miss the main entry here. Here it's just like a clear FOMO. Look at this one. I missed the entry here. Did I executed a second entry here, here? But if I was just like on a chart, I will definitely go to execute somewhere here as an impulse entry in trend. It just like created a resistance, created a support, break above the resistance. That was the entry. And from here, 4700 to somewhere here, it's just like move with a $5 increment as well. So could be retraced easily. Yeah. So I think so. We're just like going to be get a resistance here on a 50-minute time frame. Might be there is still like 6 minutes to left. 6 minutes left for the candle to be closed. Let's see if I'm just like going to be get this resistance area. And if I'm just like looking at 30 minute could be just like going to be closed with a small body. 50 minutes should have to be create some kind of a resistance, and then next candle create a week and break above this high. So with a $5 increment, I would look for 47.30 or something like that. But just like need a resistance to be formed here. And if this 50-minute candle just like going to be closed somehow in a bearish form, created a resistance, you know what gonna appear, it will gonna like look like on a higher time frames. If this 50 minutes is like going to be closed in a bearish form, M30 could be closed with a small body. Then there is no business of next candle to create a weekend break above this small body candle high. If it's just like going to break above this small body high, there's a probability depending on the volume, and it's a sign of the volume if the next candle breaking above this small body candle high. So it's mean there's a probability is an impulse entry. It gonna like feel the $5 increment movement on the all-time high of the gold actually. And in the same way, after a 30-minute, you will see the H1 just also going to be close above this current candle, as a confirmation candle above this H1 resistance area. So it's like very important to see if this 50-minute candle could create some kind of a resistance, and then next candle create a we can break above this candle high. So definitely I'm gonna give my trade a chance in this situation. Yeah, man. So Mr. Dell just like sent me the chart here. Let me make this chat a little wider. Oh, so just like go for the wick on the left hand side. You just like need to look at 50-minute time frame in this situation. 50-minute will give you one confirmation candle, and then if you just are looking at the 50-minute, then there's a probability it could be giving you a opportunity there. This 50-minute candle just like close. Next candle create a wick. Here was your entry as a dynamic risk or above this area. You can go for $5 increment, and here you can grab like almost easily, I would say like 25-30 pips out of $5 increment. Wow, look at the push now. I think we just like start going to do some kind of a retracement here. It also makes sense if the candle just like going to be close below the support. This is the range we are having on the left hand side actually. I think so we just like gonna create some kind of a resistance now. This is what I just like did it here. Okay, let me see this one. Aman, this makes sense. Yeah, Aman, you know what? This can just like having small body on a 30-minute time frame. Next can create, but still, 50-minute will show you more direction, more clear direction in this situation because the volume is just like very very well, like it's just like having a lot of volume right now. So if you just like looking at 30-minute time frame, executing somewhere here, depending on the volume, you're going to be get 40 pip stop loss. But on a 50-minute time frame, there's like a lot of rejection on the left hand side. Look at this one. So after closure of this candle, this one candle, this makes sense to take a buy. See this one? Smaller time frame will give you the confirmation what could be happen on the higher time frame. And why I'm just like looking for the 50-minute time frame, why I'm just like not sticking with the 30-minute time frame, because volume is just like wild right now. I have to stick with it. Okay, it's at all time high, and we have seen this before as well. So no FOMO, pure patience and repeated setup. Yeah, exactly, this is something I'm just like waiting for. Why you close your morning trade, I already explained it at the starting of the stream. You can rewind it and watch it again. I think London Open volume will become, let's see, 3 minutes left for the London Open to be London to be open actually. Even you know what, it's like a counter trade setup going to be printed here on a 50-minute time frame, but I'm just like not interested in a counter trade setup till right now. If this candle just like going to be close below the previous candle low, next candle create a we can break the low, so it could be a counter trade setup, but I'm not interested in counter trade setup in this kind of strong bullish momentum. I will try to avoid the counter trade setup, to be honest. Yeah, man. I executed after 50-minute close. Perfect. Then you just like executed with a perfect structure, Mr. Aman, Aman Kareem. Aman Kareem. That was a perfect entry. But for counter trade, we need to break below support. Actually, you know what? The candle is like going to be close below the previous candle low. That's a counter trade setup. But after the counter setup, you are having like a not tradable range, I would say. So it will be better for the sells. Candle should have to be break and close below this support area to continuously pushing down. This is the range we are having on the left hand side. We're going to be get clean traffic here, but in this way right now I'm just like not comfortable with the structure. So I think so we're just like going to wait for some structure to be formed, which we just like already discussed about, that if we just like going to be get some kind of a confirmation candle like somewhere here, so I gonna give my trade a chance for the buys, or break and close and break above this area, then I'm gonna give my trade a chance for the buys. These are the buy scenario. For sells, I would like to see the candle could close below this support area, create a wick, and depending on the volume, broke this rejection. So this is a clean traffic on the left hand side. So let's see, let's see. There's just like few seconds left for this candle to be closed. Yeah, man. Look at this H1 just like about to be closed now. Just 5 seconds left. Okay. 30 minutes just like close in a bearish form, and 15 just like close in a bearish form. Now we just like got a resistance and we got like a support here right now. So let's see what kind of structure I'm just like going to be faced here to give my trade a chance. Let's see. All right, man. This light system lighting today just like getting me irritating. I'm just like getting irritated. Is it looks good? I think so. This one looks better. Okay, so in what time frame you want to see that? 30-minute or 50-minute? Right now, I'm just like looking at 50-minute time frame, because look at the size of the 50-minute candle. A single 50-minute candle just like moving like more than 70 pips easily. And if you just like looking at 30-minute time frame, you might gonna miss the move. So 50-minute just like totally makes sense. So now look at this one. Market just like rejected 3 times from this area. So I would like to see a candle, a 50-minute candle, at least like a 50-minute candle. If I want to take a buy, need a closure like that. Execution, $5 increment, can grab 25-30 pips. Let's see. Wow, look at this one. It's just like pushing to the upside. Very strong bullish momentum going on. H1 about to fill this week. But look at the rejection on H1 as well. Look at this rejection. This rejection, like the rejection is bigger than the body. H1 look like that. If you're looking at 30-minute time frame, 30-minute rejection, like even it break above this high, rejected and close in a bearish form. Looking at 50-minute time frame, it's just like pushing to the upside. But you know what? In this situation, impulse entry could be risky one. Definitely it could be risky one. So this make more comfortability and will bring more confirmation here. If I can close above this area and next can break above this high, so I can get my better stop loss here. because if I'm just like trying to go for an impulse entry in this situation, like breaking above this high, where I'm just like gonna place the stop loss. Even I'm just if I'm just like going to be place my stop loss in the middle of the range, it could be risky one, and I think so it will be a little big as well. 55, 60 pips. So better to wait for this 50-minute candle, at least a 50-minute candle to be close above the resistance area. So there's just like more than 140 people just like watching on YouTube. I mean, I'm just like having 29 likes only. Whenever I missed some 200, 150 pips move, I ask myself honestly that if I was in the trade today, anyhow, would I hold it till this long? Answer is absolutely no. Then I practice patience. That's a perfect thing you are doing, buddy. Very nice. यस ये अकाउंट इस मंथ में कितना प्रॉफिट में हुआ अभी तक ऑलमोस्ट लाइक 500 आई थिंक सो लेट मी सी even it's just like pushing to the upside. I would like to see a candle to be close, to be honest. No impulse entry in this way, well from where market just like rejected 3 times. I would like to wait for this 50-minute candle to be close. Man, because higher time frame H1 just like having long rejection, small body, M30 close in a bearish form, M15 rejected 3 times from this area. So it will be great that if I just like going to be get like a confirmation candle here. If I'm just like gonna miss this move, doesn't matter, I will accept it. But I'm not just like not comfortable in this situation right now. In this structure, on depending on current situation and current structure, I'm not comfortable with the impulse entry like with the current candle of 150 minute. I would like to see at least a one single 50-minute candle should have to be break and close above the resistance. Does this make sense or not? In this trade, the market has already moved about 140 pips and has broken out. Could you please explain why Raja bro still took this? Actually, 100 pips. Or I also took the same trade, but I just like get out with a break even. But these days, 100 pips is just like nothing. And look at this one. From the previous whole day, market was just like doing consolidation. The more it will just like consolidate, there's a higher probability the more bigger breakout is just like gonna give there actually. The more the market will consolidate, the more higher probability it's just like gonna give like a bigger breakout structure there. So it totally makes sense. Even just like move than 140 or 100 pips, it's like normal these days. Even a 50-minute candle just like moving with the 60 70 pips. So 100 pips is just like normal. Before that, like before, if I'm just like talking about like before 8 to 9 months, we were just like using not more than 15, 20, or 25 pip stop loss. But now these days 40, 35, 45 pip is just like a normal stop loss. Volume just like get wild, to be honest. It's just like really get wild now. It's just like 3x more than the previous month. So we are looking at M15 because it's a lot of volume. Yeah, definitely, Steph. Because if we just like going to wait for the 30-minute candle to be closed, we just like gonna miss the move because it's just like printing bigger size candles. No way to enter, move like an angry bull. Yeah, this was my entry. Oh man, everyone just like today fighting with the market. Yeah, wow, man, it's just like executed here. But as this candle start rejecting, you must have like a strong balls. But yeah, it just like worked out for you. Makes sense. So just like waiting for this candle to be closed. There's still like 6 to 7 minutes left for this candle to be closed. Okay. सर ये अकाउंट इस मंथ में ओके आई वाज जस्ट लाइक लुकिंग फॉर द हिस्ट्री फॉर दिस month of पता नहीं यार, अभी तो मुझे भी नहीं पता ये कहाँ पे खड़ा है इस वक्त. Doesn't matter if it's just like breaking above the high, I'm not interested in it. I will wait for the 50-minute candle to be closed. So this month, current situation is 20th of January, and in this January, this account just like standing at 588. It's almost like standing at 10 to 12% in profit, 12 to 11% in profit till right now. Look at this one, January profits. Yeah, actually, I'm just like getting issue with the lights today. Wow, just like pushing to the upside, man. What could I do? It's like a lot of, it's a sign of a lot of volume here right now. Even this candle is like rejected with the exhaustion, like exhaustion candle. Long rejection, small body, 30 minutes, like close in a bearish form, even break above the previous candle high. Still current candle break above the high for the continuation. Man, oh man. Totally not comfortable with this buy. I was just like totally not comfortable with this buy. No way. Okay. Smart decision and not FOMO at all. I'm waiting the closure as well could be gone, but better save the capital. Yeah, it's like very important to go with the structure you just like wanted to see. Don't not try to chase the market. Let the market come to you. And if there's like a lot of volume and you during this kind of volume, you know what? If you just like going to be get your structure during this kind of volume, very high probability you just like gonna print money today. Let it create some structure actually. Uh, Yes, by why Raja is always holding trades more than ours when it comes to offline, but on stream we never see him holding anything more than 20 to 35 pips max. So here's the thing you just like need to understand, just like need to use a common sense to be honest. You know what? He just like already built an empire. He's just like running an empire. While he just like streaming, he's just like sitting in the office and he just like need to do a lot of things there, like have some meetings. I knew that. I just like discuss with him on a daily basis because I just like need to schedule his live stream and my live stream as well in a market fluid university. So I just like need to make a schedule of both over both streams. So I always ask him, and he's just like every time he just like most of the time he just like gets stuck in some like in a meeting in some urgent work and try to develop some new things there. So while he's just like doing stream, he just like giving you like 1 hour, and that 1 hour I just like knew that how many things just like going on in his mind during that time. And whenever you just like saw him just like holding a trade, he must be sitting in a office like in a relaxed position or might be in his house using his laptop, relax, chill. But you know what? Whatever I'm doing today is just like all come from him. This is something I just like learn from him actually. Even you can see we just like did not like talk about this execution, but we took the same execution here. Doesn't matter. I just like hit with a break even it's my decision. But he just like took a decision to hold on with a stop loss. So he just like made the money. But look at the execution. How we both could execute with the same position while sitting in our own house without talking with each other, without telling each other. So this is something I learned from him actually. So I also actually wanted to hold this one, but there was just like 5 minutes left for the candle to be closed. Still, it's been like 5 years I'm this in this industry, and he's just like been 10 years. Like he spent like 10 years in this industry. 10 years, man. So suppose if I'm just like continuously going with the same journey, And if I'm just like spent 10 years in this industry, so soon you just like gonna see the same results. 100 loads, 120 loads, holding positions. It will work same. Make sense? Ah, yeah, man. Just like looking at this one, need to readjust it. We'll see how I can be a part of this trade. Just like waiting for this 50-minute candle to be close. If this 50-minute candle just like going to be close above the resistance area, can I go for the dynamic risk? This is something I'm looking for. The current candle create a week and break its opening price from 40 to 25. Can I tap to 47.30 because it's a opening of London as well? So we'll see. I need to put on a risk like on like with a 0.25 loss. It could be like $125, something like that. Let's see. Just like waiting for this candle to be closed. 30 minutes still open, H1 still open, break above the high. 50 minutes just like about to be closed. I'm just like waiting right now. Ah man, depending on the volume, London, come on. Who just like wanted to take this trade with me? I'm just like having like a bigger stop loss here, man. 50 pip stop loss. Oh man, it's okay. Let's do it. Today I just like need to withdraw this money of this $600. Let's put some $100 on it. It's just like closed now, as it's just like going to create a wick. Who just like wanted to take this trade with me? Wow, pushing to the downside. I'm not going to execute as it's just like break above this candle high. I'm going to be execute having a plan to execute as it's just like going to break above its opening price. This candle just like closed above the all rejection, showing strong volume in it. It's the opening of London session. Let's see. Let's see, can I get like a $5 increment? Can I grab 20, 30, 25 pips out of it? Let's see. Yeah, if I just like wanted to hold on this trade, it would be better to lower a little lot size. Candle just like closed. Second 50 minutes of the 30-minute time frame. Silence on the charts. Pushing to create a deeper wick here. 30 minutes still open. H1 still open. Looking for this 50-minute candle to be flip and break its opening price. This is one more option I am having. Like a dynamic risk. Why not to go with the dynamic risk? One position here. I just like tore my position into two pieces now. Dynamic risk. That is the only option I can go with actually. If it just like to trace more somewhere here, I will add one more position into it. Depending on the volume of London, this can just like showing strong volume. Trend is just like in a very strong bullish momentum. Can just like close above the resistance. But if I'm just like going to be enter somewhere here, I might gonna get a late entry. So how I can be a part of this one after getting this strong candle? I can go as a dynamic risk. If it's just like rotates a little more, Add one more position. Come on. Yeah, I just like took a buy. I want it to come a little deeper more to I can add one more position into it. Using dynamic risk, depending on the volume. Now I just like go to confirmation candle. If I'm just like going to be execute somewhere here, I might gonna miss this 30 pips here. If I'm just like had a plan, I go to candle, how I can be a part of this one. The question was how I can be a part of this one. So I just like took a decision here that why not to go as a dynamic risk. If it just like come deeper, I will add one more position. If it's just like going to break its own high, I need to put back one more entry into it. Let's see how just like gonna work out. Yeah, let it come down. Where is the best location for the stop loss now? Within the range. There is no business of this candle to come back into the range. Like here, I'm going to add one more position. Stop loss will remain same. So now I'm going to be lose still. I had a plan to lose $100, so 35 and 50. Still I can execute one more position into it with 0.25. I tore my position into two pieces. 0.05 here, here I go. So I just like added 0.25 lot here with the same stop loss. It's like already managed now. I'm going to lose like $100 maximum, 100 or $120. It's just like already planned. So if I'm just like going to put my complete 0.25 load somewhere here, I might gonna miss this complete move, or it could be a late entry. That's why I just like took a decision to go with the dynamic risk. While it is just like retracing, I just like add position into it by depending on the volume that it could continuously pushing to the upside. So in this way, how I just like manage the risk, it's just like already managed because I just like executed position while it was just like retracing partially. I just like tore my 0.25 load into three positions, like 0.10, then 0.10 and 0.05, and stop loss will remain in the same condition. This by this I can hold on with my trade with the same stop loss like $100 putting on a stake, and it's just like managed now already. So this is something I'm just like looking for. Should have to be come down and start pushing to the upside. If it just like come back and hit my stop loss, I'll be out. This is what I can do. Yeah, let's see it's gonna work out or not. Oh man, how much I'm just like gonna lose now? I hope so, not more than $100. 35 and 50 and 15. Yeah, it's a complete 100 or $110. That's it. Okay, so did you take buy? Yeah, I already not buy. Bro, just realized that it's drawdown ads in funding. I don't know anything about it. Wow, wow, look at this one. Wow, it's just like start pushing upside. Yeah, it makes sense. Wow, 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 wow. Come on, come on, come on. Whoa, what just like happened? It's just like jumping. Come on, just like give me a spike to the upside so I can secure some position there. Wow, something going to be happen. Something going to be happen might be just like going to be giving us give move, or it's just like going to be give my stop take my stop loss here. But something going to be happen. The way it just like moving, I don't like the way it just like moving, to be honest. You know what? I don't like the way it's just like moving. There is something going to be happen. There is something going to be happen. Yeah, man. Oof. Wow. It's just like wild. Look at the spreads right now. It's wild. Oh man. I don't like this. I also don't like this. The way it's just like moving right now. Let's see. I have a plan. I'm just like sticking with it. I'm just like going to be lose $100, not more than that. So it's okay if it's just like going to hit my stop. I just like that's why I just like use a dynamic risk. If I'm just like executing one position somewhere here, right now I might be running like more than $200 in a drawdown. So it's okay. It's okay. I'm just like sticking with my plan. The way just like pushing upside down, so it's just like a volatility going on. If I'm just like going to hit with this SL, I will then come on a NY then. Wow, man, it was wild. The moment was wild actually. It just like rejected from this area where like in a few seconds. Can I see what have? Wow, look at this 1 minute time frame candle, and this candle just like open with a gap. Is it? Casper, what is the max stop loss you take in pips according to your experience? Because nowadays where the get we rarely get 30 40 pip SL. Right now how I just like make my SL like 30 30. This is a learning thing you can get here very easily. How I can get like 30 40 pips even if I'm just like going to be execute somewhere here. This stop loss will become 70 pips. I use a dynamic risk so my stop loss become like 30 40 pips now. So we are having different condition, different scenarios. Oh man, what is this just like happened here? Look at this 1 minute candle, just like spikes, and then this candle just like start pushing, open with a gap to the downside, coming nearby my stop loss. Can't do anything about it. Let it hit. If it's just like going to be hit, do not going to be readjust this stop loss. It will remain same. Oh man, look at this one. Hmm. 5 minutes left for this candle to be closed, and the way just like pushing to the downside is like very difficult for me now, and for this candle as well to start pushing upside, and it's just like don't even have a upper wick. Still, let's see. mm, wow, wow, look at this one. I think so just like gonna take my SL now. Easy SL. But it was a plan, it was a part of the plan. Can't do anything about it, man. It's just like come back into the range. 30-minute rejected, H1 rejected. This is what I'm just like talking about. Let's see if it could continuously pushing upside. The last few minutes can do anything. So you mean to say max stop loss you take is 40 pips, right? Depending on the situation. Yeah, exactly. 30, 45, 30 pips, 45, just like a normal stop loss these days. So Miss Nana just like send me something here. What is this? Bank accelerated. Bank accelerated session bout together finance leader banking executive. What is this? Meeting about what? CURBC, Royal Bank. Okay, they both having like a meeting with each other. Okay, let's see. Okay, okay. Oh man, it's just like coming too much my SL. What I can do? Can't do anything. It's just like already managed it. I already managed it by using a dynamic risk here. That's why I'm holding it with the same stop loss. You know what? If I just like execute with a complete like a position 0.25, as it's just like going to break its own low, I might gonna close 50%. Then if it's like break its own low, then I'm just like might gonna close another 50%. But in this way, I don't need to close anything because I added my position. I just like tore my position into three pieces and added it partially, so it's just like already managed with the complete stop loss. It's a simple thing I could do. So WEF annual meeting are held Davos and attending by central bankers, prime minister, finance minister, trade minister, and business traders from over 90 countries. Most meetings are open to the press and officials usually talk the reporters throughout the day. Comments from central bankers and other influencers. Oh, that's gonna definitely bring a volatility in the market. Yeah. Would you say gold uptrend is weakening on the 30-minute? No, I don't think so, man. It's just like about to be closed. 30-minute is just like going to close above the resistance. We're gonna continuously pushing upside. This candle just like don't have upper wick. I don't like this one. The way just like showing volatility, just like not comfortable with this one to be honest. Just like gonna take my SL now. Okay, today just like look like my losing day. Still having a hope. We'll see. Ah, how much I just like lose here? Complete $100. See this one. Oh man. So H1 actually respected the previous H1. The way it just like reacting right now. Not a good. Oh, what happened here? Sorry. Yeah. So let me see how the candle. Man, I can't do anything about it. So 30 minutes just like rejecting spreads are getting expand now. Man, it's just like pushing upside now in our direction after getting. This is the second time happened with me. Just hit my SL and pushing to the upside. I hate this thing. Yeah. So someone just like telling me close and save your $1. Look at this one now. Just like push. Can I give my trade another chance here? Wow, just like showing volatility. Man, you're just like going to break above the high. You know what? Ah, mm, I hate this thing. I hate the way it just like rejecting, the way it just like printing candles. I hate this thing right now. Don't like this price action. This was a beautiful dynamic risk. I think so now it's just like gonna break above the high, will continuously pushing upside. Well, who knows? I will see. I still believe that if it's like going to now, you know what? You know what? Let's play with the profits actually. I'm not in a panic condition. I'm not gonna forcefully going to be taken trade. What I'm looking right now in this situation, this candle do not have a upper wick. This candle actually don't have a upper wick. Trend is just like still in a very strong bullish momentum right now. Let me just like remove this line and place this thing here. This one. Yes. So this candle actually don't have a upper wick. So there is no business of this candle to create a wick and break above the high of a candle which actually don't have a upper wick, because this is a sign that there were just like sellers were only there. There were just like not a single buyer were just like situated there. There were just like only sellers. So if there was just like only sellers and there's just like no buyers, then there's no business of this current candle to break above the high of a candle which just like don't have a upper wick. So if this current candle going to break above this high, is a very high probability just like gonna move with a $5 increment. So I'm just like gonna take a risk of my. Actually, yeah, I don't want it. Just listen me carefully. I cannot use my higher capital account right now, so I'm gonna take a risk here with a bigger lot size. So I just like don't want you to miss this one. So I'm staying away from today. Our big move since last 3 months have opened in Asian and NY. London has gone to god shit as Raja says. So let's see. Let's see. Still my position just like valid right now. Let's see. So there is no business of this current candle to break above the high of this 50-minute, which like don't have an upper wick. But if this current candle created a wick and break above this high, very high probability with a $5 increment. Let's see. It has a small higher wick which where 30-minute. This is 30-minute. This is H1 still open. H4. Wow. Playing with the fire right now. I just like gonna watch thriller movie in Zoom now. Just watching on London only business to shit around. Oh yeah, let's see. Now this candle has no lower wick. Which this candle? So it's still open, bro. Still open. Still open. I can't take any decision till right now. But this was very beautiful, like a dynamic risk I have just like used. So this is how I can get like a if I just like wanted to be a part of some trade, how I can get like I would say smaller stop loss by using a dynamic risk. Added my position into three parts, tore it into pieces with the same stop loss of 30, 35, 40 pips. Wanted to hold it, expected that it could continuously pushing upside with a $5 increment, but it just like did not happen there. So you know what, the way it just like pushing to the downside, if it's just like going to create a wick, and after that if it's just like going to break above this high, the previous candle high, there's a very high probability it could continuously pushing upside, making taking liquidity to move down. Let's see what gonna happen. Bro, to be honest, wasn't a beautiful dynamic risk entry as price has already moved bullish 500 pips, 500 not 500 man, just like a 50 pips. First, just like understand how to calculate the pips. Made all time high and you buy on 50-minute confirmations. That's dumb as fuck. I think so, Mr. Zeus. You took a loss here. Who just like told you to execute with me? I'm just like offering you the educational content here. Did you just like watch my previous live stream, the whole live stream? Just like go through those all live stream, then you will understand what I'm looking at the chart and why I just like executed with that bias. Yeah. So look at this. What Norm just like telling you. Cass is a professional. If he wants to lose his profits, I don't think we can stop him. Yes, that's the perfect answer. I am having fun rather taking the trade. I will watch Cass betting entertaining. Yeah, enjoy the money. I'm just like losing there. But here it just like didn't happen. Did not break above the high, so I did not execute it. So this is a situation you just like need to understand. Once you just like hit with the stop loss, you just like need to understand how you can give your trade a second chance. Second chance with the same concept, with the same bias. That makes sense. Do not try to like if you just like hit your SL now, you just like market rejected with a long rejection. You just like wanted to go with the sells because it's like pushing to the downside, and you just like try to follow up this one and wanted to take a sell. There's a probability it can again reject from this area and continuously pushing upside. So do not change your bias after hitting the SL. You can only change your bias, you know what, when the market just like fully like change its shape, fully like change its structure, fully like change like something which like telling you now there's a probability it could go for the sales, but after taking the loss, like you just like took a loss like right now, just like stay away from the chart for a while. That will bring back your senses into normal condition, and then make a new plan and then execute with that one. So still I'm just like interested in this buy, to be honest, above this area. Now just like created a wick, and this buy is just like totally makes sense. This can just like showing a strong volume. We are sitting with the opening of London session. It's just like showing volume, can close with a strong bullish momentum while it was retracing. If I'm just like going to be execute somewhere here, it might gonna miss like a bigger move as well, or I'm also going to be get like a bigger stop loss. So I wanted to be a part of my plan. So I decided to go as a dynamic risk. In a dynamic risk, I tore my position into three pieces and executed partially. So it's just like already managed now and giving me smaller stop loss as well. So let's see now, just like created a wick. You think London session is still good for traders? Definitely. It's been total. फिजान लगता है लॉस हो रहे हैं. It's been total shit since last 3 months. I have hardly made any profits. Any only profitable trades have been Asia or NY. Might be volume shifted towards like NY or Asia. I am gonna calm down, close the chart, come back tomorrow. That totally makes sense, Joseph. I hope you never took a bigger loss here. On 30 minutes, we have lots of rejection weeks. Sir, London has been consecutively loss making for me every single day. You just like need to look at your like your trades. Journal. Actually, I would say journal your trades, buddy. Just like try to journal your trades. Look at the trade structure. What you are just like doing there. Are you mostly just like going with the impulse entries? And if you just like going them with the impulse entry, is there volume available or not? Yeah, just like watch that. So prior sell makes sense now. Wow, why? Why sales make sense now? I didn't execute with you. Perfect cash. Add couple of more dynamic entries where here please just for knowledge or education purpose. No, it was like once I just like give my trade a chance as a dynamic race, it just like didn't work out. Now I just like need a new proper structure to be formed. Actually, you know what? If I'm just like going to continuously adding position into my drawdown position, that will become like a unprofessional, to be honest. We never do that. We had a plan. We place some stop loss there, make mine to lose something which will be easy for me to lose. So I just like put that on the risk using a dynamic risk with a proper plan. There's a probability it could create a week and continuously pushing upside. That was a proper plan. I'm just like having with me. I stick with the plan. Even I'm just like laughing and doing something like entertaining myself and you guys as well. But still, I was just like sticking with my plan. It's simple. We cannot predict the market. We can only take action on it. If I'm just like continuously trying to pushing like putting position into it, that will be definitely something that I am trying to predict the market. I'm definitely trying to predict the market there. But if I'm taking action on the confirmation, that's something we just like have to do. So I'm not a market maker. I cannot predict the market. As a retail trader, I just like need to take action on the opportunity. That's it. If it never worked out, I just like need to manage the risk. Simple. So now just like created a wick. If it's just like going to break above this high, so why I'm just now listen to this one. I can see a opportunity here. Why I just like increase the lot size? Because I'm not using my the other account as well right now. So this is something I'm going to be take this one according to my other capital. So don't ask me why you taking a higher risk. Why you? I'm not even going to be lose my profit of this month actually. So relax, chill. This is something for me. This lot size something for me. Before low lot size was for you. Yesterday I breached one of my account because of pound yen. Oh, don't trade it. Congratulations, Raja Banks maker makes $276. Oh, why you congratulations to us? Congratulations to him. He just like make $276. He can use it for himself. Yeah. Profitable trades for me only NY, New York, London making loss for me. Okay, wow. Most of the people here just like making loss during the London session. Let's make some money here actually. I am just like going to put 300 to $400 on risk. Yeah, this is what I do with my real capital. सर मेरा नाम किसने चेंज किया है? आई एम उमर। वाह यार, कैसा सवाल है यार। उमर साहब, नाम आपका है, बदला हुआ है। जूम आपका है। एवरीथिंग यू आर ओनिंग हेयर। what are, what how you can ask me who changed your name? Some- Someone just like asking me who changed my name in the Zoom. I don't know, man. Just like go and watch some YouTube. So yeah, man, just like looking at this one. If I lose this trade, forget about this trade. I should like open my second account. I don't think so. Yeah, while waiting for this logging, yeah, I gonna miss the move. Just like 2 minutes left for this 50-minute candle to be closed. 30-minute rejecting even. 50-minute. This is the 50-minute time frame. Don't have upper wick. Few minutes left. Yeah, volatility. Yeah, this is something happened with us while we just like doing stream. This is something start happening, and before that, look at this one. Wow, just clean moves. Isn't more better to wait 3 more minutes for the M15 to close? Yeah, definitely. Now waiting for this 50-minute candle to be closed. Yeah, I want it to close above this resistance area. Pulse entry. All right, 50-minute candle just like close in a bullish form now, but close within the range. Mm, breaking above this high still makes sense. I think so. I going to be get like smaller stop loss. Thanks, guys. Just gonna close the charge and try to avoid London from now on. Yeah, perfectly fine. Fine. If you just like, if anybody just like suits your life schedule, go ahead. Isn't better to okay, Cass? We all love you. You are the one of the best person and professional trader. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. To be honest, the only thing I love about this man is his risk management. Oh, that's really such an awesome thing. To be honest, I want this candle to create a wick. Actually, you know what? I wanted it to create a wick. I'm scared you will buy again on two top. I don't scare. I don't ever scare to take a buy or sell. If I just like feel something uncomfortable, I can manage the risk only. That is the only thing I can do. But I don't feel scared. If I just like going to be lose, what I'm just like going to be lose $200, $300, $500, what else? But I wanted to be a part of my plan because in this situation, I'm not gonna lose more than $150, $100 already, 150, $250. Last year I just like make $300, so why not to risk that one? Hey, hey, man. I already have taken two trades. Oh man, the thing I'm just like talking about this like spreads just like too much volatile. I hate these spreads. Let's see if it's going to break its own high again. I hate these spreads. All right, let's see. Just break above the high, start pushing upside. Give me one spike. Just give me one spike, you idiot. Come on, you can do it. Come on, come on. Give me a spike. Give me a spike. Just giving my trade a second chance. Come on, man. Hmm. Volume, where are you? Let me call to Mr. Trump. Hey, Mr. Trump, I'm just like in a trade right now. Let me text him. I'm in a trade right now. Give me some volume. Do some tweet so it could push in my direction. Yeah, Trump just like not picking up my call. I leave a message to Trump. So come on, you can do this, man. I just like need to see it 47.30. Come on, just one spike. One spike. Come on. 30 pip spike. I need it there. Okay. All right. All right. Come on. Come on. Oh, now it should not come back. Now it should not come back. Need to tighten the stop loss. As it just like break above this high, there is no business of this candle to come down and break its own low. It should be continuously pushing upside for with the $5 increment. This is what I'm expecting here. A spike could be the best one. Come on, you can do this. 27, 28, something like that. 12 pips. Uh, Now you know what? Bringing my stop loss at break even. Just like when 12 pips in my favor, no business of this candle third time to come to my position actually. Wanted it to go and push to the upside. Come on, come on, give me a spike. Trump just like gonna reply me. Okay, so my cap 15,000 only take one trade. Okay, just like give me 1 minute, Joseph. Just like let me see how what's just like going to be happen with my this trade. Just like wanted a spike here. He just like broke this resistance area, impulse entry. No business of this candle to come back to my entry now. Should have to be tapped to 47.27 or 30, something like that. 5 minutes still pushing upside. 1 minute time frame. Oh, come on, man. Break above your own high. Okay, 14 pips. 14, 16, 16. Come on. Can I grab 20? Okay, here. Closing my. Oh, closing my. How much position? Just like 90%. And on a 27, 29. Okay, 30 pips. Tapping to tapping to. Come on, come on, a little more push. Can I grab 40 pips? 30, 29, 26. Wow. Did I recover my loss? Oh, I recovered the loss actually. Okay, pushing upside. 34 pips. I think so. Should have take this 30 pips out of this one. Yeah, 34. If we just like come back to 30 again, I'm just like gonna close this one. Oh, just like closing. Hmm, it makes sense. Easy passive. Yes, easy money. This time it makes sense. Sticking with my plan, giving my trade another chance, recover my loss easily. Wow, what is this? Oh, this one I edit partially position and I just like grab money here. Yeah, this is something I do daily actually. Yeah, man, this is what I do. Okay, so man, what is this? Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam. Sir, watching your live stream from Saudi Arabia. Oh, very nice. Thank you so much for having us. Welcome to Cas Casino. It's not like a casino; it's a proper planned trade, bro. I need a better lower wick for my plan. I don't think so. Just like gone, bro. You missed this one. It's just like tapping this 30 area. I have a plan to grab 25 30 pips. I did that and that's it. We'll see now on NY. Uh, I need okay, Cass. Sweet taking the move. Give me one spike, you idiot. Yeah, this is what I was expecting it from to getting a spike from it. Yeah. So what about all-time high? All-time high, nothing. It's just like break about 25 $5 increment. That's it. Love you, sir. Thank you so much. Welcome. Now I think this person make money. If someone just like lose money, they just like going to be dictate me. If someone just like making money, they just like gonna praise me. Wow, very nice. I have already taken two trades, only one win and one managed loss. Very nice. Brother, how you calculate risk fastly using lot? I I man, how I can answer this one? I can read the candle simple. It's really simple. I can read the candle how just like moving, how it should react, how it should not be react, and how I can be a part of some positions with the different structures, what risk should be implemented there. It's all come with the experience with the education. I just like go to actually, yeah, that's wow, look at this one. Volume just like continuously pushing down and here is they just like betrayed us. And this is something, you know what? This is something I was expecting here. This is something I was expecting here, but it is whatever it is, what we can do. So tapping to 47.30 with a $5 increment. See this one? This is I just like talked about. I just like not gonna praise my own self, but it was a good structure to be honest. So I increase the load size because now I can feel there's like a higher probability candle don't have a bottom wick. Break above the high, created a wick, $5 increment breaking all-time high. Makes sense to me. That's why I increase the load size, cover 25 pips, easy money. That was easy money. So you know what? How I can make this easy money? Only one thing which like make me comfortable always to take another trades, the risk management. If I'm not going to be compromised with the risk management, then I'm not gonna like getting continuously sitting in a drawdown. At the end, I will be in profits because I'm losing less, I'm making much. This is the main game actually everyone should have here actually. Let me see some charges like on a couldn't take that trade. I was working, I didn't pay attention to it. Oh, that's your fault. So took a buy based on the 30-minute time frame after price made lower week and breaking its own price. Let me see this one. Oh man, it's like a risky one, buddy. It's like a risky one because here where you're just like executing a buy, this candle have no upper wick and close in a strong bearish one. So you just like need to understand bars. Every winning trade just like don't make sense. If you just like win a trade but it doesn't make sense, it will be like you become a lucky one. All right, so there should be logic behind every taken trade. There should be logic. Like I just like executed a buy here, but while using a dynamic risk, previous candle just like showing a strong bullish momentum in it, and depending on the current situation, like we are in a strong bullish momentum on a goal, so I plan to go with a dynamic risk to get like smaller stop loss. See this one the logic behind, but still logic didn't work out, have to manage the risk, close the trade. Why I didn't execute it here? If I'm just like going to be execute here again, that could be like a I would say it could be a chaos that I just like wanted to be a part of a trade. So who knows that the next candle will continuously pushing upside, it could be continuously pushing downside. Here something like I would say a maturity will take place. I let the candle to create some new structure to form. It's just like now close in a bullish form. This candle break above this 50-minute candle high, which just like don't have upper wick, because there was just like no buyers were there. If there was just like no buyers, what the hell this candle doing here right now? Why just like breaking above this area high? If it's just like breaking above the high, it's mean now buyers become more heavier on the sellers. So everything will make sense if you just like thinking about in the way how it should be. Okay. Trump busy gold all time high dollar week. Where are we? Where are you, Trump? Oh, it's an old message. Let me see this one. So, Mr. Niaz Khan took the buy flip for about 1% risk. I didn't manage to add. The market hit my stop loss within 3 seconds. Market all time high, so I lost about 1.2% breakout. This one, yeah, here we were just like waiting for the candle to be closed. This candle just like closed. Niaz Khan, this candle just like closed. Then we just like plan to go with the dynamic risk. Yeah. You know what? We are having static risk. We are having impulse entry risk. We are having like a uh, dynamic risk. You just like need to understand which risks should be implement on the different structure. What are the like best opportunity you are just like getting there. If there's like a higher probability structure and you feel that you might gonna miss that one, so you just like need to understand which risk management gonna implement there, while you just like having a bigger stop loss. So can you lower the load size to get back into 1 to 2% risk? That makes sense. Could you go with a dynamic risk? Could you go as an impulse entry? Could you play your stop loss below the current candle? So there's like a lot of like ways to manage the risk while you just like executing on any structure. But for that you just like need to go through the process. You just like need to go through the complete data from the hoop. Like you just like need to learn this thing, need to practice, or just like need to backtest these things again and again. So then you will like understand quickly while it's just like happening in front of your eyes. Okay, so lost 80 USD but won back 73 USD. Wow, Rahul, very nice, buddy. Sir, I'm gonna take your leave now. I say okay, 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 take care, take care. Okay, yeah, Joseph, I'm just like coming towards to you. So my cap is 15,000 only. Take one trade a day, 1% risk of my capital in one trade, $500 maximum risk, and I strictly journaling. All the trades are perfectly with one over setup. Only trade in one session. Another session, you can see my profits are not $500. It is because market does not move to my direction more than that. It come down and hit break even. Start grabbing the chunks, bro. First thing first, start grabbing the chunks. Let me just like look at this one. Okay, one trade. Actually, you know what, Joseph? I think so. You're just like waiting for the stop loss or waiting for the TP to be hit. Is it something you're doing actually with the one trade? You executing on one trade. It's just like going in your favor. Suppose that you are having like a 50 pips stop loss, sorry, 50 pips stop loss or 50 pip like take profit there. Why not to once market just like went in your favor like 25, 30 pips to close 90%. Bring your stop loss at break even. Start grabbing the chunks first. I secure profits, and on what position you just like mostly secure your profits. Suppose you are having 50 pip range where you just like make a plan to secure profits. 25 pips secure, 60, 70%. Perfect. And did you bring your stop loss at break even then? SL at break even. Perfectly. So just like continuously doing the same thing. By continuously doing the same thing for 15 days or 20 days, like at 1 month at least maximum, I would say, what will happen, you will start grabbing the chunks because you are not going to be lose anything, and your execution will become better day by day. And in the same way, once market start going against you, did you manage the risk in the same way how you just like manage the risk in the profits, like securing some position at like 25, 30 pips? In the same way, if market is like going against you, start going against you, do you understand what kind of risk management should be implemented there, how you can lose less? Like I can see this $414 and something like that. Like different ways I manage risk in many concepts, perfectly fine. So don't need to worry about anything. You are having like on a perfectly journey, on a perfect place, I would say. You know what, you are somehow like standing at a break even stage, something like that. Because I can see this profit, this loss, this profit, this loss, it kind of break even stage. So just like keep doing the same thing. Now you know what you just like need to do. Before you were just like securing like 70%, 80% on 25 pips, 30 pips. Now try to secure 50% position and bring your stop loss at break even and leave the 50%. 330 loss, which is break, yeah, it's like a break even on a $15,000 account. So now before you just like closing 90% position, now you know what need to what you should do. You should need a step ahead. Now close 50% position aspect of like closing like 90% there. Now start closing 50% position and leave the 50% to hit your TP or just like give you some extra bonus there. Don't let it to only go for the TP, like wherever you just like feel comfortable to close everything. But now where you just like closing 80, 70%, now close 50%, bring your stop loss like a break even. Now just like continue doing the same thing. Now you know what, once a single trade will go in your favor, that will cover your two losses easily. Make sense? So close 50% at half of the range. Yeah, close 50%. Half of the range you can take like complete position as well. You know what we do actually. Suppose that as we are just like a retail trader, we are not market maker. I don't have any kind of link with the Trump or anything like else. And we are just like 6 to 8% in this whole industry. Other than they are just like the market makers, just like running the market, like the hedge funds, like insurance companies or banks or whatever they are. So as a retail trader, if I'm having like a 50 pip range there, I will try to grab 25, 30 pips out of it. Like what I have just like did right now. Here in this position, I knew that it could continuously pushing upside with a $5 increment, but I grab what I have just like close 30 pips. I close everything at 30 pips. I secure my position by break even, and as it just like went in my favor, I did not expect it to continuously pushing upside. If it go, it is whatever it is. I can't do anything. But how I can like secure some position? I just like close everything here. Why not? Why not? Because I never knew that it will continuously pushing upside or it will start rejecting from this area, and I'm just like gonna lose this complete trade. So just like if you are having simple rule, if you are having like a 50 pip, try to grab 25, 30 pips maximum out of it. If you are having like a 70, 80 pip range, try to grab 40, 45 pips out of it. If you are having like a 100 to 150 pip range, try to grab 50, 60 pips out of it to close everything there. Make sense? You can grab it easily. If you're having like a 60 pip range, 30 pip will be easily for you to grab, just like close your complete trade there. So close 50% at a half of the range. But this is also one more problem too. Like nowadays I'm my SL is 50 pips usually, so I take load size of like one load or 0.90 loads. That perfectly makes sense. So when it only 50 pips, then then only I make 500. So how many time you just like gonna make 500, 300? Let me just like show you this one. If there was just like Sometime, can I see my pips there? Wow, 0.05, 150 pips. Must be a bigger move. Okay. So you will see sometime I'm just like grabbing like 20 pips only. Sometime I'm grabbing like 15 pips. Sometime I'm grabbing like 30, 45 pips. In the same way, sometime I'm losing like 20 pips, losing 30 pips, grabbing 30 pips, losing here it's a new trade actually. So you will see I am just like grabbing 20, 30, 20, 30, and by grabbing these chunks continuously, don't think about your every trade should have give you like $500. If you're just like making $300 without losing anything and you just like continuously doing the same thing, so you just like start grabbing the chunks. So once you start grabbing the chunks, your account must be start doing some kind of a compounding there. You start grabbing some profits, and there are few days like today we are having like a lot of volume. Suppose today I just like go with the zero point 0.5 lot. Why I just like use a zero point 0.5 lot? Because I already standing in profits. Make sense? Because I was already standing in profit, so I just like fight with my profit, so that profit just like give me the confidence to hold on with my trade to go with the higher lot size. So first thing first, you just like need to grab some money. By grabbing some chunks, bring your account size like into a little in a growth, like in a profit, and then try to increase the lot size and play with your profits. All right. And do the same thing like before. If you are just like going to be get like 0 point, suppose that what I'm just like that did before, I wanted to go with 0.25, wanted to go with like a lower lot size, like with a lower stop loss actually. I use a dynamic risk, put my position into three pieces, and I just like lose that trade, but I lose the same amount which I just like going to be get like with a lower stop loss. But by this I just like got a bigger stop loss and I become a part of my plan. Then with the same plan I already had a profit. Now there's a probability, now higher probability I can grab the same thing. So I just like increase the load source because I was already having some profits with me. I put some profit on a stake, increase the load size, grab the same chunks of 25, 30 pips, and just like it not only like recover my losses, it just like also went back in went bring me back into profits as well. So this is the proper process everyone should have to go through. You have like three stages. Number one, like you just like going to be stand like on a I would say, while you just like going to be get proper grip on your risk management, you just like start losing less money, what you are doing right now perfectly. Let me show. So this small account, look at this one. Let me, before ending this one, this small account standing at 25 $2800 profit. It's actually more than that. I already withdraw some money here from here. And you know what, if this account like standing in 3 months like with a 50% profit, you are having like a $15,000 account. If you making going to be make like a 50% on your account by grabbing chunks, it will become like 7,500 of your account by doing the same thing. And once you just like take your account like from 15,000 to like 25,000, you will definitely going to build your confidence, and you just like going definitely going to be increase the load size as well. It's just like an account which I just like never usually like use mostly actually. I mostly use it during the live stream only. Rather than that, if I'm just like sitting alone, I'm just like going to play with my other accounts. So there are, I was just like telling you, there was three stages you are having. Like right now, you are standing at a break even, and how you are standing at the break even, it is due to you are having this beautiful strategy with you, sticking with one trade, sticking with calculated risk. All right. And once market just like going against you, you are managing the risk. So you just like get proper grip on your management, and now you are standing at the break even stage. You are standing right on a second stage. Now you just like need to do, before you was just like closing 90% position, now try to close 50% position, expect of lose closing 90% there. Close 50%, or as you just like feel comfortable you can close full position. Try to grab chunks and bring your account into profits. Once you just like like bring it to like into 3%, 4%, 5% profits. Then try to play with your profits. You can increase the lot size. And if you are just like wanted to hold with your trade, choose these both or 3 days, like make a schedule something like that. Monday or Friday, try to avoid impulse entry. All right. And if you just like make some money on Monday or Tuesday, try to hold your trade during the Wednesday and Thursday. And again on a Friday, try to go with a plus setup, I would say, or just like go with a low risk. Just like make this schedule for the week, and then look at your results and do the same thing what I'm just like telling you. Went in your favor 25 30 pips, close 50%, or like a I would say like close 50%, and leave the rest. If it's just like giving you the bonus, close the complete position there. Try to grab like center portion of the range you are having, like 50 pips, grab 25 30, 70 80 pips, try to grab 35 40, 80 pips 40, or 100 pips, like try to grab 50, something like that. So just like keep doing this thing for this month only. Then just like tell me your results. Man, I just like speak too much. I hope this will help you, Joseph, or it makes sense to you as well. When your mentor being transparent. Oh, thank you so much. Since I started live trading and only focus on trading view, I haven't had no setup since I have been focusing on 30-minute and candle closures since I am a new trader. So if you are new trader, first thing first, you just like need to go through through the complete like educational content from the hoop. Watch it at least like 3 times, to be honest. Just like watch it at least like 3 times, and then you will start understanding when we just like need to flip from 30-minute to 50-minute time frame. Like if we are just like looking at 30-minute just like printing more than like 100 pips, more than like 70 pips, so where we can execute with the bigger stop loss. In that situation, if we just like going to be get a candle, we just like start printing in a bigger size, we just like need to flip towards like a 50-minute to see like where we can get a better stop loss, where we can get a better execution there. Make sense? Let me readjust the zones now. This is something I just like need to readjust. So this one, I was just like realistic with the things. Even it's just like move 50 pips, I grab 25 pips. Even I just like close 90% position, leave the rest. Was not comfortable the way it was just like moving. I close everything. I just like never leave it to hit, come back and hit my break even, because I already secure money. Why not to grab this one too? Okay, makes sense. So if I secure and focus on chunks, I could make more probability, definitely. Sure, sir. Thank you for your guidance. Make a lot of sense. Yeah, I hope so, Joseph. Now it's just gonna definitely work for you. Trove Cash Masterclass. Oh, thank you so much. I watched it 4 times already. Why I am only focused on trading and reviewing my trades? Stiff, stiff. What you just like asked me for? I haven't had no setups up since I've been focusing on 30-minute and candle closure since I am new trader. Oh, you just like did not getting like any structure there. How long you have been just like in this market fluid university? Mr. New Trader. I will remember you as a new trader. 11 months. 11 months you are just like being in this market fluidity university in MFU, and you are not getting any structures? Really? I'm been doing live stream from 2 years here. I just came to chart. What what did you think? I just like came to the chart. Oh man, I'm just like doing stream in this market fruit university from 2 years. I don't know how you just like don't didn't become like a profitable. Why you just like didn't watch the live stream of Raja Bru and mine? I've been focused on course. Why you just like continuously watching the course for 11 months? You have to implement on like, oh man, okay, just like forget about everything. Do you have an MT5 simulator? I think so. You just like watch enough like enough like you just like spend enough time on a course actually. So do you have MT5 simulator? I trade future because I'm USA. Okay, you just like trading futures right now. So doesn't matter. The price will just like react in the same way. The price action will implement in the same way. Doesn't matter. You just like using a future. I would say just like backtest your strategy first, and look how you just like why you just like need to lose like real money in the market. You are having MT5 simulator with you. Just go to MT5 simulator. Whatever strategy we are just like teaching you, like when to use like a 50 minute, when to use like a 30-minute time frame, just like backtest those strategy on the MT5 simulator. You will just like start getting the answers there. In what situation you just like need to manage the risk, in what situation you just like need to hold with your trade, in what situation you just like need to grab some chunks there. So I would say forget about the 11 months, start it from today actually. Forget about the 11 months. I don't think so 11 months is like useful for you the way you just like telling me. It's just like amazing. You just like not even like getting the structures there. We just like doing the live stream daily actually here, and if you just like watch my live stream, to be honest, it's available on my YouTube. If you just like watch all live stream, you know what? 80% of my live stream just like are profitable live streams. 80%. And 20% where I just like lose the money, I just like manage the risk there. So if I can see something on the charts and I'm doing something live in front of you guys implementing the same concept which I'm just like teaching right now, how it is possible for you that you are not getting the chart while you are sitting alone? Then definitely something you are missing there. You should have to journal the trades. There's something missing in the puzzle. One trade I'm doing a day, at the end of the week I'm constantly having a minimum of 5% profit. Wow, man, look at this Stando Udano results here. One trade and 5% profit minimum continuously for every week. Very nice. I am only 4 months in MFU and up 15k USD. Wow. Look at this one. These are also students same as you, Mr. Steph. So there must be, but that doesn't matter actually. Success, like it just like different from person to person, to be honest. Like someone can get it like in 6 months, someone can get it like 1 year, someone get in like 1 month. So it's different from person to person. Doesn't mean that you are not like on the right path. It's like most important that you should have to be on the right path. So I should go watch your live on YouTube and journal your old trades. Our story is different. Okay, if we are having like a different story, I don't know how to explain that story, how we are having like a different story. Right now, we both are on the same platform, like just like wanted to become a good trader. So how we having like a different story? If any kind of like I would say issues going on in your life, then I can't do anything about it. I mean the dude with 15k. Okay, you're talking. You just like they don't mention him actually. So yeah, everyone having like their own story, to be honest. Yeah, right now I'm just like using like 0.5 load, 1 load, 5 load, 3 load, 2 load. Raja bro just like using like 100 load, 150 load. So we both are like having a different story, and this is something we just like no one here actually having a competition with each other. This is in this forex industry, there's always you versus you. So how like you can like adopt good habits, how you can just like good bring good changes in yourself, that will dictate you that what you're gonna become like in the future actually. So Steph, I would say just like general your trade. If you just like took some profits, always go and general your trade. Why you just like executed there? How is it like possible to go with the more best execution if you just like going to face the same structure in the future? And if you just like lose the trade, just like general that trade too. That why you just like lose the trade? Is there something you just like miss that in that situation? In the structure, if everything just like right on the point, then how you can how you can like manage the risk in the more best way. So just like general your trades by this and stick with 1 to 2 trades only. Because if you just like going to be like doing like 8 to 10 trades, and now you just like want to journal these all 8 to 10 days, you might get frustrated and will think of like that. I will just like going to be, I will just like not going to be repeated again in the future. Leave it. I just like don't want it to journal all the 8 trades. But if you're just like sticking with 1 to 2 trades, it will be easy for you to journal. Today was a good day. I took a buy with you the second time. Okay, that's great. That's great, actually. Wow, man. And then gold just like continuously pushing upside. End of the story is the gold will continuously pushing upside. You know what? I'm expecting some kind of a deeper pullback to I can take up more buy. Actually, you know what? If market just like come down nearby this like 4640 area, something like that, I wanted to take a buy on my other capital and wanted to hold it for 1 week actually, because things are not going to be sort out the way they just about the, I'm just like talking about like the Trump action on trade war. It's not going to be sorted out in 1 week or 2 week. It will keep going until like February, I think so. So I just like wanted to see a deeper pullback on a gold and wanted to take a buy with a smaller lower size on another account and wanted to hold it actually. And I think so that makes sense. 30 minutes is just like about to be closed, man. Okay, so YouTube. अस्सलाम वालेकुम, कैन यू टीच अस दिस ट्रेड भाई? यार ऑलरेडी टीच कर तो दिया, और क्या टीच करूं भाई? इतना कुछ तो बताया आप लोगों को. व्हाई डोंट टेल इज गैम्बलिंग? व्हाट? Back two losses on small lot sizes, then you enter big lot size to recover your wow, man, this is not gambling, this is not over trading. Oh, someone just like throwing hate on me. Definitely it must be from Pakistan or India. Mr. It Prosen. I don't know what is the name of this Mr. Prosen. I hope so. You just like watch my whole live stream and will understand the concept. Don't judge me on my one trade. Yes, भाई please give us ट्रम्प नंबर आल्सो. ओके. कैस भाई, इस मंथ से होल्डिंग पावर बहुत वीक हो गई है, प्रॉफिट में होल्ड नहीं हो पा रही ट्रेड, डोंट नो व्हाई, प्लीज़ हेल्प. सो यार अडोप्ट कर लिया करो मार्केट को. अगर वो 15-20 पिप देती है, 15-20 पिप लेना शुरू कर दो. जब वो देती है आपको, क्या कहते हैं, 50 पिप्स, 30 पिप्स, 60 पिप्स, तो तब वो लेना शुरू कर दो. तो जिस तरह की भी कंडीशन होती है उसको अडोप्ट करो. वी आर लाइक अ प्राइस एक्शन ट्रेडर, यू जस्ट लाइक नीड टू अडोप्ट द मार्केट. हमेशा याद रखना, मार्केट मेकर नहीं है. हम कोई भी मार्केट को जज नहीं कर सकते. जो यहाँ पे बकवास करते हैं ना कि यार मैंने ये जजमेंट की, मार्केट यहाँ से जाएगी, ये तो चलेगी, वो स्टोरियाँ तो ज़रूर डालते हैं अपनी, वो सोशल मीडिया पे पोस्टें लगाते हैं, सारा कुछ करते हैं. जब वो काम करती है तो वो 4-5 स्टोरियाँ और डाल देते हैं. जब वो काम नहीं करती तो खामोशी हो जाती है और फिर अगली दफ़ा नई स्टोरी लेके आ जाते हैं. वो अपना मंजन बेची जा रहे हैं और आम आवाम जो अपना कॉमन सेंस यूज़ करती है वो मंजन खरीदी जा रही है. So always use the common sense actually. Just like need to adopt the market. You are not market maker. I don't have any kind of relation with Trump. Don't have any relationship with the director of the World Bank, director of the insurance company, director of the hedge fund. I don't have any relation with them. Who just like gonna tell me? Who just like gonna put the money from here and you just like gonna become rich? If I'm just like having those kind of friends, definitely I'm not doing trading right now and don't try to make money. I will be already become rich actually. Why didn't tell? Oh man, this person just like continuously asking the same thing. Oh man, damn how much I moved up. यार ये प्रोसन, यार इधर कर क्या रहा है तू? मुझे समझ नहीं आ रही. गैमलिंग लग रही है तो चल रहा क्यों नहीं जाता यहाँ से? निकल मेरा भाई यहाँ से. डैम हाउ मच आई मूव्ड, आई क्लोज एट 30 pips. वाओ, ओके, ग्रेट. Don't worry about if you just like move 100 pip, 200 pip, 300 pip. You grab like 30 pips. That's your winning thing. That is your chunk. You just like got it, close the chart. Come another day with another opportunity. I close at 30 pips. Okay, great. Okay, walaikum salam. Watching from academy, school. Oh, still school by. School, still holding by. Oh, very nice, very nice. This guy got jealous. Let's see. So, Clara just like came here. Before Clara, what? you like to see in order to take a short trade, break and close below this area. Below this area, you are having like green traffic on the left hand side. That makes sense for the short trade, because if you just like wanted to take a sell, you just like having this support, lot of rejection on the left hand side. So sell make the sense below this area. Below this area, you are having like a 100 pip range, so you can grab like 40-50 pips out of it by depending on the volume. So do you enter market or limit with the dynamic entry? I just like usually add like a manual. I just always use like a manual execution, to be honest. I never use limit order, something like that. For dynamic entry, when if it's just like retracing, I just like wanted to add manually positions there. Thank you for today, Cass. Amazing stream as always. I have to go now, but wish you all the profitable day and see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, buddy. Stanko, take care, buddy. uh, रूहानी मंजन, हाँ जी नुमान साहब, रूहानी मंजन. Impulse entry uptrend. You did not took any bias. Impulse entry makes sense. $5 increment, breaking above this high. But you know what? Look at this time. Just like few seconds left for this candle to be closed. Let it close. Let it close. And it's gonna create a weak break above this high. 30. You can get towards like 35. Or if there's like a lot of volume, you can easily going to be hit with like 47, 40. But it's just like about to be closed in 5 seconds. And another way, if this candle is just like going to be closed with no upper wick, the way it just like closed like little to no upper wick, so it could become risky now. Yeah, could become like risky now. Sir, what about Raja Bank's physical institute? There is no physical institute till right now. Is it advisable to drop to lower time frame to refine the manual entry? Yeah, definitely. Why not? See this one. Let me just like show you. Like here, I wanted to execute a buy, but if I'm just like going to be go enter with my complete load size here, like I might gonna miss, like I just like gonna lose almost like 60 to 70 pips there. So how I can like get like 30 pips. I wanted to be a part of this structure. So as I just like a trace a little bit, I put one entry here. Mostly what I do, I just like enter one position with the opening of candle, but here is just like start tracing. Then I just like make a plan to go with the dynamic risk. So I added one position here. As it just like retrace more, I added one more position, and the rest I have just like put here, and stop loss will remain somewhere here. So this, look at this one. It's just like showing you a 50 pip, like a 50 pip stop loss. But if you just like look at this one, I just like lose like 40 pips there. Like I just like secure almost like from overall 65 pips. From 65 pips, this is the way how I can get like a 35-40 pips stop loss by using a dynamic risk, while it was just like retracing here. But I just like play stop loss here because there's no business in this candle to come back into the range. I was expecting that it will come down somehow like this, and then it will start pushing upside, and will keep pushing upside the way this candle reacted. But it never happened, so just like need to close the position here, because here I just like never knew that it will gonna pushing to the upside or not. It might continuously pushing downside and retest this low as well. So I just like need to close the position. And you know what, dynamic risk I only implement when there's like a higher probability structure. To be honest, I'm not going to be use dynamic risk on all the trades. If I'm just like feeling more comfortable with some structure here, the candle just like close above the previous resistance area, showing a very strong bullish momentum in it. We are in a strong bullish momentum on a gold as well, like a bullish trend. We are sitting with the opening of London session as well, giving me a very strong confirmation candle as well. So expecting that with the volume, it could continuously pushing upside. So higher probability structure, I use a dynamic risk. Rather than that, I just like use a static risk or like impulse entry. So on a higher probability, like some structure I'm just like having with me, which just like giving me more confidence that there's a higher probability just like gonna continuously pushing in my direction. In that way, I'm just like gonna use the dynamic risk. Little to no Vic, yeah, man. Do you offer mentorship? If so, is it lifetime? Yeah, I just like only gave one session, and the cost is just like $1,000. You just like going to be get five one session with me, going to be get a WhatsApp group, and going to be get like a daily live stream link there. That's it. This is something I offer only. Rather than that, you can stick with Mark Everedy University. Only those people just like join me who just like wanted to take one session only. Rather than that, everything will remain same like as a Mark Everedy University. One session is something like you can ask me question directly. We will be like sitting one while I'm just like printing structure there. You can ask me question about each and everything. You can send me chart privately. This is something one actually stands for. It's just like very difficult because different person having like a different mentality as well, and a different psychology as well. So just like need to control those all things, and they and need to solve their issues as well. So one just like very difficult, to be honest. See you tomorrow, Casbro. I have to go. Take care, bro, buddy. Take care. I'm also just like going to be head off now. It's been like 2 hours, just like going to be completed in 4 minutes. So right after 5 minutes, I'm just like gonna end the stream. Thanks so much. Have you set a profit target for this trade, or you just let it run? I just like did not ever set any target, to be honest. You will see, I was just like always more focused on my risk management than what I'm just like taking to going to be like take profit there. I'm mostly focusing on my risk management, that if it just like not gonna work out, how I can lose less. That is the only thing which is like keeping me in profits. That's that that is the actually trick only. And with the patience, with the proper structure, clean traffic, tradable range confirmation, boom. Still getting scared, getting bigger stop loss, lower the load size, but be a part of your trade. You have a plan, just like stick with that. Sorry, sir, I came late, but the dynamic entries that you took wasn't the candle overextended very high above resistance, so probability. You know what? Mostly, I never took a trade if it just like already moved a lot. To be honest, but look at the volume. Look at the way gold just like behaving. We just like need to adopt the conditions here. It's just like, you know what? Even if it's just like going to give me some kind of a counter trade setup, I'm not gonna attempt that one. Look at the fundamental conditions just like going on, how the pandemic just like rise just like appearing there, how there's just like going to be fight on a trade war as well. Fundamentals just like totally like against the dollar right now. Dollar is just like getting weaker. People just like going to put their money into safe haven. Gold should be continuously pushing upside on a higher time frame, might be smaller time frame, and it's just like going to be give some pullback, some kind of a retracement. At the end, it should have to be go to the upside unless until they just like going to be sort out their issues. So you just like ever hear about that quote that like buy the rumor, sell the news, something like that. It is something same happening here. They did not sort out anything. Anything could be happen. It's a fear. Right now the fear just like going on in the market. So gold just like start pushing upside. Once everything just like pop out, they just like settle on the things. Gold will just like gonna stop there. So after getting the news, might be you not going to be get like bigger moves. Then the market will be start moving in a small moves like in the normal moves. But before that, there will be a volatility. There could be a volume. There could be some kind of a panic conditions going on. So just like grab the opportunity. Just like grab the opportunity. If you just like knew that how to do work, this is the best time you can grab your opportunity. So wait for your structure to be formed, and just like you can go with a high risk, you can increase the load size. If there is some kind of volume, this kind of volume, this condition just like not going to be appear every time. Look at the daily, continuously pushing upside. Look at the weekly, continuously pushing upside. Look at the monthly, look at the 30, look at the M15, all time frame just like continuously pushing the goal to the upside. So you wanted to take a sell? I don't think so that will be a good idea. Just go with the flow. All right, so it's been like 2 hours. I'm just like to continue doing the stream, man. I just like speak too much today. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Might be tomorrow is Wednesday. London stream might be Raja bro will will do the stream, and I'll just like going to become at NY session. Tomorrow we'll see you guys in NY session. That will be great. We'll see how NY is just like going to give us some like money there. Let's see. So per Raja videos must put stop loss beneath previous candle, but the last 15-minute candle is so long. Where would you place it? Which Clara? What you're talking? This one? Yeah, that's why I just like use the dynamic risk because I'm getting like a bigger stop loss. If I'm just like going to place stop loss somewhere here below the previous candle, it could be like a 100 pip stop loss. So that's why I just like use a dynamic risk and use of current 15-minute candle time frame and place stop loss within the range, because if it just like break and close above the resistance area, then there is no business of next candle to come back and close in the range. It just did not, it should not be come back into the range. If it's just like coming back into the range, there's a probability it's gonna continuously pushing to the downside. So that's why I just like put the stop loss within the range actually. This is how I just like minimize my stop loss by using dynamic risk, become a part of my trade, and yeah, the whole idea was there just like running in my mind. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Till that, be safe, be careful, and don't try to force yourself for the execution. Wait for the structure to be formed and then give your trade a chance. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Might be NY session. Take care, stay blessed. Bye bye. I just like gonna do the NY session as well for myself.